Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Paul, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. I'm taking your phone calls tonight, 412-575-2600. If you saw me reaching, I thought I didn't have my mic on, but it was up here, and I was reaching for another one right now that's sitting over here for our guest host, which is not here tonight. But I am here talking sports, talking about the Buccos. We'll talk a little bit about the Steelers in camp. They're a little over a week and a half in, and a lot of injuries up at camp. Antonio Brown missed again, not even in Latrobe. It's his fifth straight practice that he was not out there with the team. So are you concerned? Mike Tomlin said it was a minor injury, no update day to day, but he hasn't been out there for 5 days, and I'm starting to wonder if there's anything more wrong with Antonio. You hear rumors that it's a quad injury. We know Antonio always likes to do stuff when he's up there in practice, and maybe they're keeping him away so he can rest and relax. But maybe we'll find something out this week. The Steelers have their first preseason game in Philadelphia on Thursday. KDKA-TV is your official Steelers station. We're carrying the game on Thursday. Bob Pompiani, Charlie Batch have the call. We have pre- and the post-game from Philadelphia. We'll be there, and I wouldn't expect to see a lot of starters in that game, especially a guy like Antonio Brown. Ben Roethlisberger won't be playing. That's a game that we'll see some of these younger guys, the guys that are trying to make the team. And speaking of teams, we got another Pirates. We're doing well. There's a lot of excitement until this weekend where they dropped both games at PNC Park. Yesterday's Andy Van Slyke bobblehead day. They lost. Today they lost again, and you can maybe question some of Clint Hurdle's decision-making with pitching, pinch hitters, and there's a lot of things to talk about in these two games. You could also question his lineup the other night. I don't really like to question Clint Hurdle and a manager. I only think managers are responsible for a handful of games throughout the year, winning and losing. I think it's the players. I think it falls onto the players. But, when you pinch hit Jordan Luplow, I do understand that David Freese was not available today, and I think he said in the clubhouse afterwards that he couldn't have played today. He has a forearm contusion. I don't know how serious it is, if it's going to be a couple days. He played through it yesterday. It happened on Friday, from what Clint Hurdle said. But you can't have they don't have a deep bench, and that's what we're seeing right now with no Josh Bell. Corey Dickerson's back. You had Josh Harrison on the bench because Adam Frazier's playing, and he should be because he has a hot bat right now. Keep the hot bat in the lineup. But I don't like Jordan Luplow pinch hitting in a situation where the runner's on base. It was a close game. You needed runs. Like yesterday, I didn't like the fact that Alex McRae came in and pitched. They had other guys available. I mean, this is a series you got to win. This isn't a series to save arms. Maybe you do that at some other point. Not right now. This is the series you got to win. I think this was a critical series. There's only 50 games left for the Pirates. And I know you might say, hey, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But they lost a lot of ground in the wild card, and now the Cardinals jumped ahead of them. So they could have been 2 or 3 games out of the wild card. Now they're 5 games back, and the Cardinals are ahead of them in the division and in that wild card race. Not only did the Cardinals jump them, but Washington's ahead of them. San Francisco's right there. Now they have Colorado for the next 3, then they go to San Francisco for 4. That's 7 games. They need to win. They need to at least go 4-3. They have to go 4-3. They have to take 2 out of 3, and they got to take 2 out of 4. That's what they have to do. If you can get 3 out of 4 in San Francisco, you got to try to win series. And they didn't win this series against a very important opponent. And there was so much excitement over the trades. We're going to see Archer pitch on Wednesday in Colorado, getting Kella. They made these moves for a reason. Maybe it was more for next year, which I'm optimistic about next year, having these guys and maybe adding a Keller to the rotation or someone else. But they have to, if they're really serious, and we'll see what they do in these next 7 games, and if they're still in the mix, maybe they might have to add some depth, because Sean Rodriguez, he shouldn't be in a lineup. He shouldn't be pinch hitting. They brought him here, and he was here to be to add some defense, a defensive replacement. He's not even that anymore. He can't play defense. He makes errors just about every game that he plays in. And he's an offensive liability, too. Strikes out, pops up today in his one appearance. They just kind of threw him in there in the bottom of the ninth. You knew when you saw him at bat, nothing was going to happen. So you don't have a deep bench, and when you're in close games and you need a pinch hitter, they didn't have it today, really. So I don't know. I think they're just fighting with too many teams. I was more optimistic a few days ago when they were 3 games out and only 3, 4 teams ahead of them. Now there's 5, 6 teams ahead of them, a couple teams behind them, and there's just too many teams to contend with right now. But we'll see how this road trip goes. They're not good. They haven't been great on the road, 24 and 26. And 18 of the next 25 are on the road. All right, we're taking your phone calls, 412-575-2600. We got a couple lines open, or you can tweet me at Richie Walsh. Back in a couple minutes.